You know the type, right? We've all been in that room where one person just dominates. They seem to have an answer for everything, and they're so incredibly sure about it. Today, we're going to dig into the difference between that kind of loud confidence and what real expertise actually looks and sounds like.
So I want you to think about it for a second. Picture your last big meeting at work, or hey, even just a family dinner. There's almost always that one person, right? They speak with so much authority, you'd think they wrote the book on whatever you're talking about. But does being the loudest really mean they're the smartest? Here's the wild part, and it might sound kind of backwards at first, but it's true a lot of the time. The person making the most noise, projecting the most certainty, is often the one who actually knows the least. It's this super common paradox, and it's exactly the mystery we're going to unpack today. So you've got to be asking, why? Why does this happen all the time? Well, it's not random. It's not just a personality quirk. There's actually some pretty solid psychology behind it. And that brings us to something called the Dunning-Kruger trap. Okay, so what is the Dunning-Kruger effect? Basically, it's a little glitch in our brains. It means that folks who don't know much about a subject are actually the least likely to realize they don't know much. It's like they don't even have the tools to see how big the gaps in their own knowledge are. They think they know it all because they don't know enough to see how much is left to learn.
And that right there is why fake intelligence gets so loud. That over-the-top confidence isn't proof they know their stuff. Nope. It's actually a cover. It's a performance. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect playing out right in front of you, using volume to hide a total lack of substance.
Okay, so now we get the psychology, but let's get practical. How do you actually spot the difference in the wild? How can you tell who's genuinely competent versus who's just confident? Let's break down the telltale signs.
All right, look at this. It's like two different playbooks. On one side, you've got the person who's always interrupting, jumping in to explain stuff they clearly haven't quite grasped. But then, look at the other side. True intelligence, it asks questions. It's totally cool with being corrected. See the pattern? One is about broadcasting and projecting. The other is about learning and receiving.
This all leads to what I think is the most powerful indicator of a real expert. It's not some complex theory or a secret handshake. It actually boils down to 3 little words.
Just let that sit for a second. Think about it. The smartest people in any field are the ones who truly understand how vast and complex their subject is. So when they say, "I don't know," it's not a weakness. It's the opposite. It's the ultimate sign of confidence. It means they're secure enough in what they do know to be honest about what they don't.
So let's put it all together. What does this real wisdom actually look like in action? Well, first off, it's about wanting to learn more than wanting to be right. It's not about scoring points in a debate. Second, it's about listening, like really listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk. And finally, it's about asking questions, not to poke holes in what someone's saying, but to genuinely understand things better.
And that really brings it all back to us, doesn't it? To you. The next time you're in a discussion and you feel that urge to jump in, to be the one with the answer, just take a second. Ask yourself, am I trying to be the loudest person in the room, or am I trying to be the wisest? Which side are you on?